Hi, I'm going to talk to you about this app that you can download to your phone and use it to practice speaking English. It's called English Speaking Practice, and um, you can find it in your app store on your phone. It is for your phone. It's free to use, so it's not going to, all the features I'm going to show you are free. So I'm going to show you a little example of how to use it. So it has this different categories, and we're going to beginner English. We're going to choose chat or small talk, and catching up with a friend is the conversation we're going to practice with. This is a conversation with Henry and Ron. And Henry, um,
I was on the phone for an hour.
let me speed that up a little bit. I have it on slow. But Henry is telling Ron about his conversation with his friend from college. Let's listen.
I was on the phone for an hour.
Who were you talking to for an hour?
Sam,
Okay, so that part you're listening to the conversation. You can listen to it as many times as you want to. You can stop it and go back and see parts that you might have missed or words you didn't catch. You can listen as many times as you want to until you go to this section, which is the quiz. And the quiz is going to just have a few easy, no pressure questions to see what information you understood from the conversation. So, how long was Henry on the phone? An hour. And you get to check your answers also. Who was Henry talking to? Sam, his college friend. Okay, so that was right. And you can go through the whole quiz. That was just two of the questions. Um, After you do the quiz, however many times you want, you can go to practice. And on the practice part, you're going to get to choose which practice partner you want to practice the conversation with. Do you want Henry or Ron? And in this case, I'm going to choose Henry. And so you'll hear what Henry has to say, and then you will say Ron's dialogue. And it'll change. I'll show you to say, it'll change to me. And those are the parts that you'll say. So now that I chose Henry to be my partner, the parts I'm going to say are highlighted. They're darker. So you'll hear Henry talk, and then it's your turn to talk.
I was on the phone for an hour.
Who are you?
Sam, an old friend from college.
So those silent parts, that's where you would speak, okay, to practice. Um, and if you want, you can practice that several times. You can go back and choose to be the other person in the conversation and practice those parts. So all through this, you're reading. So there's reading practice. You're listening, and then you're speaking. And this part, the record, you can record your conversation so that you can listen back to yourself later. So again, pick a partner, and we chose Henry again. So
I was on the phone for an hour.
who were you talking to for an hour?
Sam, an old friend from college.
And that's okay if you don't get it right in time. That's what practice does. It helps you learn the rhythm of the language too. Um, so you record your conversation with Henry, and you'll see in just a second, it'll save the recording for you.
At college graduation.
So, yes, we save our dialogue.
I was on the phone for an hour.
Who were you talking to for an hour?
See, I could hear myself. So, that recording was of me talking with Henry, and I can play it back as many times as I want to. You can also have a friend or family member listen to it for you and see if they understand you. So after you do the practice recording, there's other categories. You can go and look at the business English, business conversations if you are ready for that, or if this is something that is would help you in your life or your daily life, here are different categories for business English as well. Just a few of those examples. And so that's the app. That's all there is to it. It's simple, it's easy to use, it's free, and it gives you all of those elements to practice without having to have another person. It's easier for you to talk with just yourself and listen back to yourself. But if you want to use a partner, you can have them take the other part of the conversation, or have someone listen to your recordings for you, like I said. So let me know what you think if you try it, if you like it. If you don't like it, let me know.